To update your map that appears on your contact page, I'm going to start here under main navigation and go over to the contact page. And here you see that interactive map with each location marked with the little dots. And as we hover over each of the markers, we see some basic information about that location, the name, the address, and the phone number. And then we also can click on that. And if we click on that, it's going to either take us to that agency's website, if that has been provided to me, or for those locations that do not have their own website, we will be taken to the internal housing agency page on your website. So if we want to update any of the information in the pop-up or add a new location, this map is being driven from the location gallery here under the not linked section of your website. So I'm going to click on location gallery, and you will see in this gallery that every location has its own photo essentially. Now the photos are set right now not to display. We could display the photo in the pop-up if you have photos of each location and you want to add those at a later date, and I can show you how to do that easily. But to edit the information that appears in the pop-up box, we're going to hover over the location that we want to change. In this case, the first one here being Beckley, and we're going to click on the cogwheel here. My mouse is really big and I can't do that, so I'm actually going to double click. It's also going to open as well. So this is actually the image that's set. And again, it's set right now not to display the images, but if you want to display an image in the future, you will just click remove, and then you will get an arrow here to upload your new photo, and just send me a quick email and I can turn on that option for your map. If you want to edit the information that's in the pop-up box, you simply just type that here. So this is the title of the housing authority, and then I've just added the physical address here and a phone number. And you can add to this if you want that to also display their website. You can just go ahead and hit return, and then you could type their website address right here as well. And you could even go ahead and link that. So if we click on our link shortcut, what you would want to do just to save time, just copy that on your keyboard and then paste. Be sure to click open in a new window and then hit add link. And so you could actually add the website in that pop-up as well. I have not included that at this time. So editing that information is very simple. Just edit right here on this default content tab. If we click over to options, the one thing I want you to see here is the click-through URL. And so again, for agencies that do not have their own website, this is going to just the internal agency's page on your own site. I'll show you another one that has their actual URL in there. Under location, this is where your map is being derived from. So up here is where you actually type in the address, and that's pulling that right out of Google and assigning that a marker on your map. And so if the location is wrong or you need to change that, this is where you would actually control where the marker appears on the map. I'm going to click cancel here and go to a site that has their own website. So again, I'm going to double click and I'm going to open Charleston. And here you can see that they have their own website. But what we're missing in this little box, and this is just a little, what I think a flaw of this option here, is that we don't have that little circle that says open in a new window. And anytime we're linking to an external website, we want to make sure that we open that in a new tab in the browser so that they stay on your website. So to get around that issue, we simply add these words here at the end of the URL with no space. So this is their website ending in the .com, and then we've got quotation mark target equals quotation mark underscore blank. And I know that's just a little bit of jargon, but if you will just copy and paste that to any URL that you add via this gallery, that will make sure that website opens in a new window. And I've spelled that out in your training guide as well. So that is all you need to know about updating your location gallery.